What is up, guys? My name is Cap and you're watching an arms race on Carrier using my trusty AN94. Had one of my better rounds that I've pretty much ever had, especially in this game mode, and thought I would share it with you. But I was going to talk about in this video is the new Call of Duty Ghost that's going around. If you're a fan of Call of Duty at all, you've not been able to escape the hype train that was started earlier this month when the new trailer went out, and surely you saw the thousands of breakdowns videos, and I don't really do those because they don't give much information. It's a lot of speculation. But what I was going to talk about in this video is a few things that have been rumored and a few things that have been sort of half confirmed, and kind of my thoughts on those. And one of the things that they're kind of touting with this new game is it looks like it may be going to it's more of a covert ops stealth sort of situation. But any and all information they actually put out about this game so far is, and from now until probably August, is going to be single player. I don't know why. 99 out of 100 people that buy Call of Duty buy it for the multiplayer, and the campaign's just a bonus. But they spend all their marketing material and all their campaigning, everything, touting the single player capabilities and the stuff they did to improve that, and how they're going to keep it running at a constant 60 frames per second. But everybody just like, show us multiplayer. Now I understand why they can only show so much, and don't want to drop too much information and then have to come back a month later and say, oh no, we had to take that out. But one of the first things I heard that they're going to change in the game, rumored, is to change it to dynamic spawning. Now right now, Call of Duty, it's got a big spawn engine. Everybody knows it's kind of a pain in the ass. It's easy to spawn trap. It's just a big pain in the butt. But dynamic spawning, when I look at it, as I say, it's kind of like Homefront or Battlefield. Now in Battlefield, when you spawn in, you get to choose from a couple different locations to spawn in. You can choose from like your starting point if it's safe, or you can actually choose to spawn in on your own teammates. Now that could actually be kind of cool if you have the opportunity to pick between a select number of spawn points, so that you're not automatically dropping in. If a team has control over a section of the map, you can choose where you want to drop in at. And I think that might actually work out, but it depends on the maps, how they're laid out. If they go their typical route like they've taken the last few years, when they're extremely cluttered and they have thousands of head glitching spots behind them, then it may or may not even affect it at all. But who knows? I'm interested to see what that could actually come of it. Now on maps like Nuketown, if they brought something similar to that back, which they usually have a small map in the games, dynamic spawning may or may not even be useful, and it doesn't matter where you spawn in, you're going to be close to somebody. Now the next major piece of information that's been rumored is a brand new engine. Now it's all in the wording there. I haven't seen anywhere where it actually says brand new engine. It just says new engine. So that means it could be the new engine that they introduce every year, which is an updated version of an old Quake engine they've been modifying year after year, or it means they actually developed one of their own. Now when it comes to developing your own engine, I know depending on manpower it can take anywhere from 2 to 4 years to develop, maybe even longer, to really get it there. But I don't know for sure if they've had enough reconstruction time within their own organization to get a new engine ready for market yet, and testing and all that. So it kind of makes me wonder if they're actually develops an engine from scratch, or if they did what Treyarch said, we got a new engine for this last year, when all they did was update the dynamic lighting. But if you look through this game when you're watching, has anybody ever noticed any of the lighting engine changes they made to this game? Because me personally, going through here, I'm like, I don't notice any lighting differences at all. Maybe it's that if you play at 120 frames per second on PC, you'll be able to notice something, but me personally, I've never seen it. Now, if they decided to try and build one from the ground up, then they have an opportunity to do what a lot of people want with dedicated servers instead of P2P. Now, to clarify real quick, dropping in dedicated servers is not going to be a fix to the lag issues. That's still going to be based on your internet and distance to the servers. It can help. I'm not saying it can't, but that's an entirely new video, an entirely different discussion. So if you have any questions about that, you can ask me and I'll try and explain it to you. But what it will help with is patching the game, adding playlists, changing up map information there, stopping host migration, because then you don't have to worry about people dashboarding and quitting out. I mean, you can still end up with dead lobbies, but at least you don't have to worry about host migration or host advantage or host disadvantage or all that other crap. So that could be a good possibility if they decided to bring in dedicated servers. But that's, I'm personally saying no on console. I really don't think they will. PC, pretty much, yeah, they will. They usually always do. But for console, I don't really think so. Oh, and real quick, you're going to see a weird little clip. It's going to, not really a clip, but it's going to kind of break up for a second. It's because it host migrated to the middle of this map. We were kind of stomping a mud hole in them right there. See, host migration, and we kept going. So anyway, if they decided to change up the engine, I'm wondering, it's like, did they have time to develop one from scratch, or did they decide to just change base engines and they decided to license another one, like the Unreal Engine or Frostbite, which I highly doubt they'd use their competitor's engine, but hell, you never know what they're going with it. So I'm real curious as to whether or not they went with their own. I'm a big tech geek, so all that behind the scenes stuff is what interests me. I don't personally care about the storyline changes and what frames per second they have. I want to know about the technical jargon in the background that makes the game work. So when the information about the new engine comes out, I'll definitely do a new video. I like doing these videos about technical information and behind the scenes, how it works, sort of things, just to kind of explain it to you guys in a way you can understand. Not saying you're idiots, but it just helps out a little bit. So anyway, this round is wrapping up pretty soon. Some people say this game mode is nothing but sweaty tryhards, which I don't even know what that means. Just it's kind of a stupid phrase, I think, but to each their own. It's one that I personally like and have a good time with, and we kind of steamroll them. So you guys leave a comment, let me know what you think. Y'all have a good one, and I will talk to you later.